everyone. Good day, Team Foxcoin. Hope you guys are excited for yet another 90-day game plan where we are attempting to change our lives forever, change our financial situation. So, I just thought for those of you who are actually new, in our business, you hear the buzz about this 90-day game plan, not really knowing how it works and so forth. So I decided to, let's shoot this video and explain how this thing works, the background behind this thing, and how we should approach this 90-day game plan for the best success. All right, so let's start here. Most people at the beginning of the year normally set their goals for the year, what other people refer to as New Year's resolution. Doesn't matter how you refer to it, but it's actually a perfect time to actually set your goals for the year, what you want to achieve. All right, so now tell me this: how does making 1 million rand over the next 12 months actually sound to you? Does that sound exciting? I think it does. For me, it is exciting. So now here's the thing. So you want to achieve 1 million rand over the next 12 months, all right? So that's 1 million rand in the next 12 months. Now here's the thing. Do you want to wait until the whole year is over for you to discover that you did make the 1 million or you did not make the 1 million, okay? I would rather say, let's rather compress time frames, right? Have as many attempts at making that 1 million in one calendar year as possible, okay? So this is where we actually came up with this 90-day game plan, right? So imagine you now, instead of chasing this 1 million in 12 months, how about we attempt to chase it in 12 weeks? Okay? How is that even possible? Don't worry, we'll show you, okay? So let's start right back from the beginning, okay? Let's say you want to chase 1 million in 12 months, okay? So this is how you go about it. So January will then become your month 1, right? So now in month 1, your goal is month 1, this is you've just joined, okay? Now, your goal in month 1 is to find just one person who is serious about changing their lives, who want to take their life to the next level as far as their finances is concerned, all right? So now, at the end of month 1, there is 2 of you, okay? Now, and then month 2, the 2 of you have one simple goal, and that is to change your lives forever. So how you're gonna go about that is the 2 of you are gonna do exactly the same thing. So you've got one full calendar month for the 2 of you to find just one person each. So if you do that, that means at the end of month 2, there is now a total of 4, right? So you guys are 4, all fired up. And so you do exactly the same thing. So month 3, now the 4 of you do exactly one thing, which is to find just one person, that seriously want to change their lives forever as far as their finances are concerned. So now, you have a total of 8. So month 3, by the end of month 3, there's a total of 8 people in your team, right? Awesome. So now, month 4, the 8 of you are gonna do exactly the same thing. Boring, right? Okay. The 8 of you just find one person who's gonna do exactly the same thing. Right? So now you have a total of 16 people by the end of month 4. Okay? Now, in life, anything you do over and over and over again, you normally become better at it. Okay? So we'll assume here that you don't get better, you simply remain constant. That's all you do. Okay? So by the time you get to month 12, again, this is not solving for X, it's not Pythagoras. This you can do on your own at home. So what we're saying here, by the end of month 12, your total team would have 4,096 people. Guess how many people you would have personally signed up? You would have only signed up 12 people, and you will help them to sign up their 12, who then help their 12 to sign up their 12. So by the end of month 12, there will be a total of 4,096 people, okay? They call this the 8th wonder, the power of compounding, all right? So exciting. So now that you've got that kind of numbers in your business, let's look at how much money you can make, right? So bear in mind, you would have signed up 12 people who would have signed up their 12. Over the period of 12 months, you had a total of 4,096 people. Okay. So now let's get to the money part, my favorite part. Okay. Now, let's assume you know the binary cycle bonus, right? That's all our favorite bonus in BitClub network. Okay, let's talk about the binary cycle bonus right here. So let's say from that 4,096 people, we only take 4,000. All right. So remember the binary, for you to actually cycle, it has to balance. You've got your left leg and you've got your right leg. So now let's just say from the 4,000 people, you would have taken 2,000, placed them on one side, which is on your left hand side, and let's assume all of them happen to buy only pool one. Okay, of course in real life it will vary. Some will buy a founder's pool, but let's just assume all of them buy pool one. And remember, how many credits do you get for pool one? You only get 3 credits. All right, so now 2,000 multiplied by the 3 credits, that means you have 6,000 credits. 6,000 credits in a period of 12 months. Now, if you remember, for you to get a cycle bonus, how many credits do you need? 15, right? So now, the 6,000 credits divided by 15 credits for you to get a cycle. This means you would have cycled 400 times, staggering 400 times. And how much does each cycle pays us? It actually pays us $200. So, meaning in a 12-month period, you would have cycled 400 times, and each cycle paying you how much? $200. So in total, you would have made how much? You would have made $80,000. Okay, we're in South Africa right now. Let's convert that to rand. So if you, let's say the rand dollar exchange rate is 14 rand to the dollar, okay? This means then you would have made a total of 1.12 million in a space of 12 months. So if you thought making $1 million rand in a space of 12 months in BitClub network is impossible, I just showed you how it's possible. Okay, I'm sure you're probably wondering, what if my people don't bring people? What if my team, we don't get the perfect duplication that you just displayed? That is why I'm saying, instead of us waiting 12 months, how about we convert this whole business and try and do it in 12 weeks? Okay. So that means we would have done the same. Instead of us introducing one person a month, we're now going to introduce one person a week. So meaning, instead of us achieving this thing in a year, we'll achieve this thing in a space of 3 months. Okay, that's where the 90 days come from, right? 90 days. So now you would have done the same, the numbers would look exactly the same way, okay? But now, the advantage with this one is, of course, you're doing your very first 90-day game plan. You're still learning this whole 90-day game plan. You're still learning this whole industry, network marketing, still familiarizing yourself with cryptocurrencies. There's just a lot to take in all at one go. So now, if you only achieve, this was your first 90-day game plan, and you did terribly. So instead of you achieving 100% of the goal, you only get, let's say, 40% of the goal. How much would that be? That will be over 400,000, right? So if you do 40% of the target, that means you would have made over 400,000 rands. Now, 400,000 rands in a space of 3 months, that's a lot of money, okay? That's a lot of money. So let's come back. Here's the thing. We started this 90-day game plan January 2017. Our first goal was to obviously make 1 million in a space of 90 days. None of us reached the goal. But where were we before the 90-day game plan? Before the 90-day game plan, I was earning less than 50,000 rand a month. But by the end of the 90-day game plan, I was making more than 350,000 rands a month. Okay, so what happened? The income grew, the team grew. Okay, so the whole idea here is to put in as much work as possible in a short space of time. So in other words, we want to jumpstart your business with this 90-day game plan. All right, so now let's go back to the mechanics. Okay, we've done the whole plan. This is how this thing works. okay? And you've given it your first attempt. You only made 400,000. Now imagine if you do 2 of this 90-day game plan in a single year. Okay, you've done the first one. Now you go on to the second one. Now guess what? When you start the second one, now you've got a bigger team. You're a little bit more experienced, you know, you've made a little bit of money. So life has been changing. So when you launch your second 90-day game plan, you've got more confidence, you've got a little bit more money, you've got more team. So the chances of you making the 1 million rand in a space of 90 days are far greater. Okay, so that's the whole idea. So if you do the second 90-day game plan, right, and even on this one, you do terribly. So instead of you achieving the 100% of the goal, let's say now you do 80% of the goal, of which that would mean you would have made what? Over 800,000 rands. You've already made 40,000 rands. So where does that put you now? That means you've now made what? 1.2 million. But what was your goal? Your goal was to add 1 million in a space of 12 months. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is all about compressing time frames. Okay? So now let's talk about how you want to sequence your 90-day game plan. Okay. Let's talk about the sequence. Okay. Now all the top earners in network marketing globally who are who have done this 90-day game plan over and over and over again in their business, all agree on the sequence. Okay, so you have to phase your 90-day game plan. Now, number one, you want to start with what we call the pre-launch. Okay, you've got your pre-launch, right? So in your pre-launch, what you are doing is you are wanting to build your inner circle. We normally say it can be anything between 10 to 20 people, right? That you want to be part of your inner circle. Okay. Now, the way you actually market your business in the pre-launch is very, very powerful. In fact, you can do more for your 90-day game plan in the pre-launch phase. You haven't launched it yet, you are still in the pre-launch. So how do you market in the pre-launch? It's very simple. The way you approach people, you say, look, John or Matthew, whatever his name is, Tando, my man, we are actually embarking on a very, very serious project right now. And by the end of this project, people's lives would have changed. Okay, and where this whole thing is coming from is we have seen this from guys in America, guys in other parts of the world who have also done a similar project. Okay, and the best part is that even in South Africa, this project has actually changed a lot of people's lives. It's called a 90-day game plan. So what is it about? So it's about putting in a lot of effort to change our lives, to change our financial situations using a certain business model. Okay, so now, and you're saying to these people, I'm actually looking for people that are going to be in my inner circle that I'm going to launch this 90-day game plan with. Okay, so now that's way much more powerful than you saying to a person, you know what, we have launched a 90-day game plan, don't you want to come and part of us, and this and that. It's much more powerful and appealing when you contact a person and you say, I want you to be in my inner circle. So you can do more here to actually recruit. So you'll see how you're gonna frame your conversation with your prospects as far as this is concerned. Personally, I suggest this should take at least a month. So right now, on the 22nd, 23rd of January, that means we should already be in a month in our pre-launch, okay? So if you are starting today, no problem. That means you still got a few more days before the actual launch, which is gonna be on the 2nd of February, all right? So that's your pre-launch. This is your inner circle. Very, very important. This is your inner circle, right? And then you have the actual launch, okay? In this case, the launch is going to be on the 2nd of February, and we're launching it in East London. Hoping to see you there. You have to come. It's going to be in East London. It's going to be amazing. Now, all these people that are in your inner circle, you are pointing them to the launch, and you want them to build their inner circle as well. So in other words, whatever you told them, they're gonna say exactly the same thing to their own inner circle, right? Now imagine if you only got 10 people in your inner circle, right? And all of them managed to get at least, let's say, 5 each. We're talking crazy numbers here. Already we're talking what, 5 times 10? We're talking about 50 people here. You are not even yet on your 90-day game plan. You are still in your pre-launch, okay? So come the 90-day game plan launch on the 2nd of February. Now you come in there with 50 people, okay? But remember, on your month 1, which is going to be February, you're starting from 0 in your mind, at the back of your mind. You've got 50 people, right? But at the back of your mind, you're starting from 0, okay? So now this is very powerful because now it means you are starting with a greater team, with a big team, your 90-day game plan. So all you want to do here, the greater the number of people you have in your pre-launch, okay, the greater duplication you can get in your pre-launch phase, is it increases the chances of you actually reaching your goal within that 90-day game plan, okay? So this is crucial. So now on the launch itself, you have a launch, everyone is there, and this entire 50 people go home looking to start and look for their ones, you know, the first week, and the second week they're gonna get the 2 of them to get 1 each, and so forth and so forth. So, and then from there, all you are doing is you are promoting the end of the 90-day game plan. What do we have at the end of the 90-day game plan? Our gala dinner, you know, our night of the stars. Very, very important. So all you are doing, you are simply promoting now the gala dinner. All right. That's where now we are closing our 90-day game plan. Big celebration. Of course, people would have moved ranks, people would have made money, people would have bought houses, cars, and stuff like that. So it is a very, very important event. Okay. So now your goal is you want to have as many people in your gala event coming from your team. Why? Because the more people you have from your team coming to the gala, when it comes to the next 90-day game plan, these guys have been exposed to all the successes, they have been exposed to all the testimonies. Now they leave the gala dinner saying that, you know what, next gala dinner, I'm also walking the stage. I'm also going to achieve my goals. I'm also smashing those targets, okay? So that's what you want in your business, okay? So now, by the time we go to the gala dinner, ideally, you want to have already talking about the next 90-day game plan. You don't want to leave a gap, okay? So in other words, your team, right, your promotion moves from event to event to event to event. So in other words, you went from your pre-launch event, and from there you're all talking about the launch. Let's build inner circle, let's take it to the launch, and so forth. And then in the launch itself, we are saying that the gala, let's walk the stage, right? Let's move ranks, let's make money, and so forth. So now, by the end of the gala dinner, I promise you, you would have made quite a lot of money. Your income would have grown, your business would have grown, you would have grown as a person, right? Because if I can tell you a secret, goals are not for reaching, goals are for growing, okay? If you think 1 million rand is too little for you, you think it's reachable, set something higher. That is why right now, in this 90-day game plan, we have people chasing 1 million. We've also got people chasing 4 million. Okay, depending on, you know, how long they're in the business and what's their appetite for growth. Okay, so goals, underline that goals are not for reaching, but goals are for growing. Set higher goals, you know, that you have to become a better person to strive and to reach them. Okay, and as you get closer, set even higher goals. That's why I say you need to write your dreams in pencil so that you can keep on pursuing, because as you pursue and pursue and pursue, you become a better person yourself, right? You increase the capacity within you. Okay, so now we're looking forward to the 2nd of February. I'm hoping to see you there with your team, and let's make East London small. Okay, you know what's going to happen with the next 90 days of 2019? We're actually going to Dubai at the end of the gala dinner. So who's going to go to Dubai? We've only got 50 spaces, and we've got more than 800 people in this team in the whole of South Africa, but we've only got 50 spaces. Okay, if you make money here and are able to secure a spot, you and your team can literally go to Dubai. So, ladies and gents, let's go out there, let's make it work with your teams, work with your uplines, learn what everyone is doing, and then simply copy what the successful people are doing. There's a saying in network marketing, it says monkey see, monkey do, right? Learn from the guys who are successful, copy exactly what they do, and do exactly what they do, and then as you gain your own success, you can then personalize it, tweak it here and there, and make it your own. Okay, let's all reach for the top, for the bottom is overcrowded. Cheers.